Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good evening and happy Wednesday to you. What's going on, Alex G? It's good to see you, bro. Yeah, another day in the life and in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. The digital asset space. What's going on, guys? It is the Crypto Siege. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you. So yeah, what's going on in the DeFi space? The World Economic Forum comes out with the DeFi Policy Maker Toolkit. How about that? And the U.S. regulators, well, you know, we're going to just start making stuff illegal. We're just going to have to start making stuff illegal because, hey, we can't have the DeFi, the peer-to-peer. We can't have that decentralized peer-to-peer going on. Oh, no. We got to regulate it. Unbelievable. Crazy stuff, my friends. Crazy stuff. It's good to see you guys. Is the Ripple case tomorrow or some kind of thing going on tomorrow? What's going on, Andy? Tuesday, good to see you. I don't know. So did you hear that word, South Texas Celsian? The World Economic Forum comes out with the DeFi Policy Maker Toolkit. However, the United States regulator, well, you know, DeFi, that peer-to-peer stuff, we got to. That's unregulated. That stuff may be illegal. It may be illegal. Go to where you're treated best is what I'm told. Go to where you're treated best. Holy moly. What's going on, Black Impact? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you as always. Happy Wednesday. Man, Generational Wealth Wednesday, late tonight. Definitely going to go over a little bit about a DeFi, but I just thought it was very, very interesting that the World Economic Forum will come out with a policy maker toolkit for DeFi, the same way that they did for CBDCs, where they mentioned XRP. But the United States government, interesting stuff, I tell you. Interesting stuff, I got to tell you. You're right about that, Black Impact. What's going on, Chance Gardner? Good to see you, bro. Crazy stuff right now, right? And so, you know, this DeFi that we can participate and we can become market makers and we can provide liquidity. We can create revenue and cash flow. Well, that just might be illegal, according to the U.S., right? Unbelievable. Go to where you're treated best. I don't know if anyone wants to hang out in El Salvador. That's just what I'm told. Go to where you're treated best. So the word on the street is El Salvador did make Bitcoin a legal tender. Is that the word they did? Is that the word El Salvador? They did make Bitcoin a legal tender. I thought it was just a proposal. What's going on, Rasheen B. Wealthy? It's good to see you. Yeah, that DeFi thing is threatening a lot of markets. Threatening lots of markets. Well, you know, you can always go the route of Flare Networks. What are you going to say about Flare Networks? Flare Limited created and building the Flare, built out Flare Networks. What are you going to say about that? It's going to be KYC and AML. What are you going to say about that thing? South Texas Celsian says yes, officially legal tender. What up? Whoa, we are in new times. Slower first and then all at once. A new digital era is upon us. And did you see, my friend? Did you see? I don't know if it was a PhD person, you know, some person with some alphabets attached to the name, saying that the United States and other countries need to come together and say, oh, no. You can't make Bitcoin a legal tender. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What's going on, Keela? It's good to see you. Yeah, Morris Prince, looks like they did do that. That's cool. That might pull the IMF into the game. It might allow that this might allow the IMF to hold cryptos as an SDR. You remember when Mr. Lekow said that in order to be able to put the digital assets in the SDR, that a nation would have to make it kind of like their currency or as a currency. And it looks like that's just what happened with El Salvador. So we shall soon see how that goes. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. But here's the thing, that DeFi is a threat. The DeFi thing is a threat. And of course, you know, what is it? What's the guy, you know, the misled or the deception, I should say, is, you know, to protect the public. Given the explosive growth of this DeFi sector, federal regulators should become familiar with this new technology and its potential uses and be prepared to protect the public against misuse. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Interesting stuff. Did they say citizenship, digital funkster? That's craziness. What kind of government they got over there? Isn't that like dictatorship stuff going on? Yeah, 3 Bitcoin. Yeah, that's about 100 grand. Yeah, they got a citizenship by investment. That's what that is right there, digital funkster. Citizenship by investment. Interesting stuff right there. 3 Bitcoin. Get yourself a citizenship in El Salvador. You know, the powers that be are in trouble, right? You know, the powers that be, the powers that be that participated in the Hitman, what is that? Confessions of an Economic Hitman. And that, if you haven't read that book, you definitely want to read that book. The nations that participated in that, well, they're in trouble because the smaller nations who got abused by that system, they have a choice now. They got a new choice. Powerful stuff. And there, you know, the bottom line is there are many smaller nations than just the big, you know, big 5 nations. There are many smaller ones. And if they get a choice, they get a different way of a different economic hitman. That's right. Challenge you guys to check that book out, The Confessions of an Economic Hitman 1 and 2, part 1 and part 2. Interesting stuff. They need a stable coin though. They're not gonna be able to just get by with that Bitcoin. They have to get some stable coins in there. With El Salvador doing that, I'm really liking reserve rights protocol to step in there. So yeah, you need this stable thing. You need this 2 token system that we have going on here to help with that. So crazy, very, very interesting. Yeah, so I was reading this article. It's titled CFTC Commissioner calls for crackdown on illegal DeFi. Well, what's legal? What's legal? You guys sure are not rushing to the table to come out with anything that kind of gives some people some parameters or guidelines. What's legal? Interesting stuff. That's exactly right. Direct anterior hip. That is exactly right. We're the government and we're here to help. 8 words you don't want to hear. Yeah, that is for sure. So interesting stuff. Just understand, you know, go to where you're treated best. Generational Wealth Wednesday is something certainly to consider. I heard Portugal is pretty cool. Yeah, Portugal is really cool. I mean, any of you guys get on that wand swap yet? Any of you guys get on the one swap thing yet? Yeah. Yeah, 5% right now on XRP. Interesting stuff. 5% APY. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Ooh, look at that. Now, what can I buy that I can unbuy? What can I borrow that I can unwrap and deploy? Because once you unwrap it, you just can swap it. Gotta look at that and see. Gotta see what's going on there. Uh-oh, somebody said, yes, sir. Who did it? Who did it? Oh, man. Billionaire H. How about that, bro? Billionaire H hopped into the DeFi space, decided to become a lender and possibly a borrower, decided to participate in the liquidity provider space, perhaps. Did you do some? You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Did you just deposit, just do the one lend? Or did you go to the farms and stuff as well? Congrats, my friend. Congrats. Good for you. So it's up to 5%. I don't know if that 5% is because I keep putting more XRP on there or what, but it's at 5% now. Is it at 5% for you, Billionaire H? Billionaire H says, thanks for the tutorials. You're welcome, my friend. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you for getting on there. Yeah, lending only. Good for you. Is it 5% for you, Billionaire H? Yep, 5. Love it. Interesting stuff. Yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah. And when the market's doing good, right, it looks like the interest will go down, which is cool because your asset is going up in value. Makes more sense. Design 85 says, you guys can hang out on OneSwap all you want, but I'm getting some massive gains over there in Zoo Finance. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I don't blame you, my friend. I don't blame you. So you're farming. You're farming over there on Zoo Finance, huh? Good for you. Lady E is in the building. Lady E is in the building. What's going on with you, miss? Siege will on DeFi soon. What is that? Are you saying we'll all be on DeFi soon? South Texas, Celsius. Who'd you do that interview with? Was that what God, Scott? I want to say Scott. Who'd you do that interview with, South Texas, Celsius? Yeah. I love it. Virtual hug. Virtual hugs all around, Lady E. Yeah. So, guys, look, again, let me share this little quick thing here with you guys real quick. There it is. The World Economic Forum comes out with a DeFi, decentralized policymaker toolkit. The World Economic Forum, in collaboration with Wharton Blockchain and the Digital Asset Project. They come out with their, some info, some background, the fact that they're paying attention, looking into. These are all very, very encouraging stuff. Very, very encouraging. Notably, the DeFi space is relatively nascent and rapidly evolving, so the full scope of risk and potential for innovations remains to be unseen, and there are unique challenges in regulating and creating policies for such a new and changing area. Indeed, it is. Executive summary, here it is right here. Decentralized finance is a broad term for financial services that builds on the top of the decentralized foundations of blockchain technology. It was pretty good. I know Mickey B. Fresh and Patty B. XRP went over it. What is DeFi? They went over this a little bit. DeFi services, DeFi users, distinguishing characteristics I like. Financial services or products, trusted, minimized operation and settlement, non-custodial design, and programmable, open, and composable architecture. Really, really good deal here. This flow chart is pretty cool. Directly mediates the transfer of value, settlement on a public blockchain. Assets cannot be unilaterally expropriated, moved by third parties. Open source code and application programming interface, likely a DeFi service. So it's really, really good stuff coming out of the WEF. Very, very interesting. The DeFi stack talks about the aggregation, application, gateway, the asset, and settlement. Very, very good stuff. You know, they looks like they're doing a lot more coming out of the World Economic Forum than coming out of the current U.S. policymakers. That I can tell you. DeFi service, execute smart contracts, the operators, signers, and holders of tokens. Right. So certainly something you want to check out for sure. Let me do this. Let me share. That's fair. Guys want to check this out, read up a little bit about it as well. Flare Networks is cool. Taking a break from your online coaching class. Oh, gotcha. I didn't know you had an online coaching class, Lady E. Very cool. Nice. So there's a copy there for you guys to check that out if you want to check that out. What's this? I've never heard this before. What does it mean? Updating Flare keys. Who's updating the Flare keys? What Flare keys? Yeah, I did mine through Celsius. So, and it looks like it's looking like Celsius is going to become an agent. Oh, your Flare messages keys. Gotcha. If you got stuff on that ledger, other stuff like that, got it. Looks like Celsius is looking like we talked about this on the channel before. How is Celsius going to participate in this monster that is the Flare networks right now, especially considering this this recent round of funding that they did? Yeah. When you get people like Digital Currency Group and Kinetic and participating in in a seed fund round, yeah, I could see Celsius as being an agent, right? I could see them being an agent in some way because they're a CeFi platform, right? So I could see them holding a bunch of Spark token without question. I could see that, and I could see them wanting to provide interest on that Spark token. Yeah, I can see that, right? I could see that happening. And so it's going to be interesting to see if people are going to be willing to put their Spark on Celsius for the interest, right? Versus going to Flare Networks. It's going to be interesting to see. The great thing about Flare Networks is there's a few things you can do with your Spark token. You can delegate them as well. And so Celsius is going to have to do something because, a lot of XRP is going to be coming off of that platform, right? So I don't know what all an agent does, but I could see Celsius in that easily being an agent. I mean, it's pretty much what they do as it is now. So yeah. So, they're going to want to have, in fact, he said it. Alex Mashinsky said it. He said, do you want to know who's going to be the #1 holder of the Spark token? This is what Alex Mashinsky said. He said, you're looking at him. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. Well, but the problem with Celsius is responsible for any kind of messaging or anything like that. they've already allocated the number of spark that you're supposed to get. So Celsius would have to, if there's something that Celsius may need to do, but in terms of the spark, it doesn't really matter. They've already told us what our number of spark is going to be, what it's look like, and all of that. Yeah, then I saw Design 85, and then I saw other people, they were getting more spark than they were supposed to get. And they were actually putting it out on Twitter. Yeah, I thought I was supposed to get XXX, and I got double that. Yeah, so yeah, and I feel ultimately they'll get it figured out and getting straightened out. But what I wanted to do with Celsius is find a responsible party that I could hold accountable to get it right. And Coinbase ain't one of those, as far as I'm concerned. Coinbase ain't one of those responsible that's gonna make sure that they get it right. That for me that's not Coinbase. And I definitely didn't want to do anything on a ledger. So yeah, I mean, pretty much right after the whole snapshot, Celsius, they dished out the FLR. They tell you, what in terms of what you're going to get, look to expect to get, right? So when you go to your app, there it is, there, right? So what's going on? Bam, bam. How are you, my friend? Appreciate you checking in tonight. Siege, what's good, bro? It's all good, dude. It's all good. I was wondering what happened to you. You were gone for a while. Yeah, I was. Definitely. The channel had a copyright strike. I had to take a break for a minute. I've been checking out your recent content. Love it. Love it. Level up. Indeed. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you being here tonight. So, guys, that the word on the street, listen, the World Economic Forum came out with a DeFi policymaker toolkit. However, the United States is taking a different approach. Oh, goodness. Oh, I got you, Deep. I got you, Designs 85. Yep, absolutely. Yep. That's been brought up already in the in the ambassadors. I'm ambassador for Flare Networks, and the ambassadors group, not the Telegram, but the other thing they use. Yeah. So ultimately, they got to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Thank you, Lady. Yep, that was the issue for sure. Recap for us, Siege. Recap what, Daniel? What would you like for me to recap? We've just been talking about. I find it interesting that the same day, that the World Economic Forum comes out with the DeFi policymaker toolkit. The stuff that they kind of put together for all the other nations to look to begin to learn and educate themselves about DeFi. United States regulator says, yeah, we got to make sure we got to make sure that it's, it could be illegal is what they're saying. Well, this DeFi, it could be illegal. We can't have DeFi competing with regulated markets. We can't have DeFi competing with regulated markets. Interesting stuff. Because what they want, regulated stuff, you got to fill out some stuff and fill out some more stuff and get some blessing from some dude on the other side of the table. That's what they want. That's comfortable for them. That's comfortable. Jump through some hoops. Call your friends and neighbors and tell them you put them down as referrals and ask if they're good with that. You jump through all the hoops and stuff. That's the way to do it. Yeah, good to see, man. It's good to see there in their H's on that. You got a couple of guys that are on the DeFi with WanSwap. Yeah, I like it. Very user friendly. Very, very user friendly. Friendly for sure, WanSwap. You guys doing your thing over there? Let me show you a little bit. Let me share a little bit here. So the supply balance, right? That's going to go up, right? Depending upon the value of XRP, right? That appreciating and at times depreciating asset, your net APY, and then your borrow balance, right? And so when I first started depositing on the lend.finance, APY was like 3.7%, 3 point something percent, right? Borrowed a little ETH, put that, changed the ETH to 2 other things. I think I put it to stable coins and put it to work on another DeFi platform. But the way it works here is you can deposit XRP or WON if you want to do that, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and USDC. And these are the rates you get for depositing on here. WAS 4.34. So right now, the highest yield is WON, which is WON chain, and XRP, right? 5%. With Celsius, love Celsius. I'm an ambassador for the platform. However, you can't get any interest. You can't make any money on your money there. So what I did is I borrowed at 3 point something percent. I lent my XRP at 3 point something percent. And I borrowed Ethereum at 2.0%. At 2.0%. Now it's even a better deal, right? They're paying you 5%, and you use your XRP as collateral by clicking this button here. Say, yeah, I want to use it as collateral, and you can borrow Ethereum at 2.87%. And then you can borrow the ETH and deposit it, earn an extra 0.2% on that 5%, or you can hold on to the ETH, right? Because this is APY. This is a year, 2.87% a year. 4 or 5 months from now, what you borrowed, right? You can do anything you want with that ETH. It's not like you gotta, right? It's whatever you want with that ETH is what you want. You do with it, whatever. You know, whatever you borrowed, you got to pay back, right? At 2.87%. But what happens if Ethereum is quadruples? What happens if Ethereum 3x's, right? You see what I'm saying? Then you can pay back with your profit. You can pay back and then keep the extra for yourself. This is the world of DeFi, and the options are absolutely amazing. You see my borrow limit, I got it only at 20%. I try to stay between 20 and 30% on that borrow limit. So I have a little bit to borrow there if I want to borrow, right? That's what I try to do. So my goal is to deposit and then borrow at a less APY than what I am getting, right? So my net is saying my net is 4.72%. Right. And so that's kind of the goal there. It's very, very easy to take your XRP and put it on this platform. Billionaire H, I'm glad that those videos work for you. I know FOMO Mento's videos as well is very good on how to use this. But let me go over to WON Swap. Let's do this. Do this as well. What's going on, Crypto Kahuna? Good to see yourself. That's right. Design 85. Your loan pays itself back. And you get to keep the extras. Design 85 says WON Swap, a Zoomkeeper, my favorite until, right? It's your money. Do what you will, right? Until that Flare Networks gets going. Now, the minting of the F assets is going to be 6 to 8 weeks after the launch of Flare Networks. So it's just right. It's just going to be kind of delegating votes. You can't mint any F assets. So I don't know how this is going to work in relation, to Flare Finance, because there's not going to be any F assets. You can't mint any until 6 to 8 weeks after. Right? Yeah, guys, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Just like Lady E said, just a friendly reminder. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. It will help the channel a ton. It will. It definitely will get this channel out to more of the average Joe and the average Jane hanging out on YouTube, not knowing that the DeFi space is available to them, that they can participate on a level playing field, that they too can lend out their assets and get paid to lend out their assets. That's what the wealthy do. The wealthy lend out their fiat. Did you know that? They lend out their fiat dollars to average Joe and Janes. Sure do. Think One Main Financial. Think Prosper. Yep. You guys know about those local finance companies in your local area that charging that crazy, crazy daily interest. Where do you think they get the cash from? They get the cash from people willing to lend out their fiat. Yeah. That's right, Crypto Kahuna. Yeah, that's what I like. WanSwap, WanSwap.finance. Definitely check it out. Check out my videos. I got 2 videos on how to do the whole thing on WanSwap.finance for your XRP, my friend. Yeah, it's good to see you, Crypto Kahuna, for sure. This is the time we're in right now. This is the time we're in. Right? It no longer is the game, in my humble opinion, is no longer is the game buying an asset and waiting for appreciation. And that's what Flare Network said. Right? Got to unlock the value of XRP, Stellar Lumens, Litecoin, and Doge. And what they're doing is one way to do it. Now they're doing it in a big time way. It's DeFi to another level, in my opinion. Composability and scalability all in one is pretty cool. Locking these different blockchains and having them interoperate and be able to trade amongst each other. It's really, really cool. I mean, before WanSwap.finance, where did you see any kind of XRP DeFi? And that's just the place that we're in. Do you have to be smart about it? Sure. But that's what the business we're in. We're in the business of being smart with our money, right? And I still make the argument that perhaps in this bull market, now, and it's looking like we're going to go another 2 months of sideways action. Could you imagine? I would suggest to you humbly that perhaps in this bull run, that the way you allocate your capital it maybe needs to be primarily in fiat. I was thinking about this earlier today. I was thinking maybe 70-30, 80-20, fiat to crypto. I get buying the dips. I get it. But if you don't have any capital, I can put stable coins to work right now and earn 500% APY, 500% on platforms like exchange.defin.network. I can earn 19, 13, 15% on my stable coins right now and earn 2 other cryptos. Still, I mean, fiat, providing liquidity in US dollar coin, in US dollar tether and DAI. You pick your 2. The platform says, cool, thank you for providing liquidity. You get to participate in a 0.2% or 0.3% liquidity based upon the amount of liquidity that you, relative to the amount of liquidity you provided. And in addition to that, we'll also give you 2 digital assets as well. That is not bad. Yeah, you can hold it. You can hold it for as long as you want. From what I understand, it's just a repay, right? So you repay it back. There's no terms as far as I'm concerned in this DeFi that I'm aware of. Chops Fury, good to see you. So to me, Chops Fury, where is that at? How do the repayments work? Do you have a term in which you have to pay it back, or can you hold for as long as you want, as long as your collateral is still positive? That is my understanding. The latter part that's my understanding. And Celsius is similar, though they lay out terms Celsius is very, very flexible in extending the loan, restructuring the loan, going from a 25% loan to a 33% LTV loan. But that's my understanding, Chop Suey, as long as that collateral thing is working. Because remember, they changed the APY. They changed it to make it work. So it changes daily. In fact, it may even change hourly. Like we might go back to WAN swap right now, and it might be higher than 5%. So as long as you get that collateral, you keep that in line. For me, I always stay in the borrow limit of 20 to 30%. I don't mess around with anything else. I'm just happy to get some crypto on my crypto, right? And I'm just happy to be able to use the asset that I hold and use that as a collateral to borrow against that. I'm happy to do that. And so I don't mind the APY changing and adjusting as necessary. I do find it interesting that with XRP going down or whatever it's doing right now, that the APY is going up 5.01%. All right. So it's a pretty cool deal. It really, really is. I don't think this. Thank you, Crypto Kahuna. But I don't think there's a referral link for that, brother. I really don't. I don't think they do. I don't think they do referrals or anything like that. It's just go out there and do your thing. You go to oneswap.finance. As far as I know, I don't think there's any referral thing. Go to oneswap.finance and you are good to go. But I appreciate that, brother. What's going on, J Coin? Well, we were just talking a little bit about Celsius party would be nice. With J Coin, we were just talking about the fact that the World Economic Forum came out with a DeFi policymaker toolkit. And it feels as though the same day that the World Economic Forum came out with this beautifully put together PDF explaining DeFi, why DeFi, the benefits, possible pros and cons. The United States regulator said, yeah, that a lot of that stuff over there seems illegal. It might not be legal according to some exchange act thing or another. Interesting stuff. Go to where you're treated best, my friends. Go to where you're treated best, my friend. God bless you, Crypto Kahuna. God bless you, bro. Right? Interesting stuff. So Alex said on Clubhouse last night, said 100 cell tokens deployed today. And the plan is to have 100 million cell token yield raids too. Also says Celsius party is in the works for Celsius meetup, maybe end of the year, early quarter one. Love it. Love it. Yeah, Celsius is getting ready to get added on Flare Finance. That's pretty cool. Cell token is going to be on Flare Finance. And I think it's another, I think they got is a liquidity provider on Maker as well. So which is really, really cool. More yield, the better for sure. What's going on, Forcell? Appreciate you being here tonight, my friend. So I got to tell you, yeah, that's right. They're in there each. Yeah, you're right. That's what happened, right? It was 4. Yours went from 4 to 5%. Yeah. So I was on it at 3 something. And again, I don't have 100% of my XRP over there, right? I don't have 100% of my XRP on anything. Not on my ledger, not on Celsius, not on OneSwap, not on any of the other ledgers or any of the other freaking Cobalt, right? But sure, why not take some? Why not earn some, right? And then the program going on right now with Polygon and AppAvey is just unbelievable. I mean, goodness gracious. It is just unbelievable right there. Let me show you that real quick. Now, this is definitely some DeFi stuff right here. AppAvey, open source liquidity protocol. So this is app.avey.com. And right now, Polygon has a partnership or program with Aave and with Curve and with Sushi, 40 to 50 million per platform, and basically incentivizing you to use the particular platform, which I think is really, really cool. You deposit, let's see here. You deposit Matic. If you have some Polygon, you get 4.88% from Aave, and you get 5.49% from Polygon, right? But that's a program, right? So that's only going to last, I think, until 2022 or 2023. So hold on one second, guys. Yeah, that would be the dishwasher. That would be the dishwasher. Right. So what is that? That's 1037 for depositing Polygon. And then if you borrow Polygon, you pay 13.27. So it makes you still up a little bit, just barely. But then you add the 11.90, and then you're really up. Imagine that. You get paid to deposit and borrow. What do you think Polygon's gonna do? I know people were excited. They got it at 30 cents and it went to almost $2, right? We were in that thing at 1 cent, 1.2, 1.4, craziness. The deposit DAI on here, same thing, 2.84 from Aave. I think that's in DAI, and then 3.2% in Polygon. So basically, put $500 on here, you're earning 5 point something, and then you can borrow, and then they pay you to borrow. See what I'm saying? Pay you to deposit your assets, pay you to borrow your assets. Right now, if the Matic Polygon program was going on, then you have to check those top numbers and make sure they make sense to you. Make sure you understand them, and you just work accordingly, right? Deposit Tether on here, 3.24% in Tether, 7.08% in Polygon, right? So that's 10 point something on your money, right? Not a bad deal, really not. Then you can put the ETH on here, Bitcoin, wrap ETH Bitcoin, and deposit Aave. You don't get anything on the Aave, but you do get 16.94% on Polygon, which is not bad. No borrowing there. So you deposit Aave on here, I guess, and they're going to pay you 17% in Polygon for just holding the Aave. That's what it's looking like to me. I don't have any Aave, but that's what it's looking like to me. So if you got $1,000 in Aave, you're going to get 16.94% in Polygon. You have to decide for yourself. Do you think that's a good deal? I think it's a great deal, right? Right. And so you can deposit, and those are the things you can deposit there. And it tells you the APY for depositing. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love what they got going on here. Think about that. That's 10% for depositing Tether on your money. $1,000 in Tether, earning 10% APR there, which is really cool. Be a lender, right? You know what the scripture says, ancient scripture says about that. But just to be in a position to do so, I think is pretty cool, right? And based upon what I've deposited, this is how much I can borrow, right? And then there's just other strategies where a lot of people are just depositing something, figuring out how much they can borrow. They're borrowing that, and they're adding that to the original amount that they deposited on there. Kind of make that compounding, take the compounding approach. I would just argue during the current market, right? During this current market, I know next go around for the bull run for sure. Or anytime going further, I'm just never going to be without dry powder. Because what I was doing was I was just taking 100% of my cash flow and buying an asset other than a stable coin, which left no cash, if you will, no dry powder. So next time I won't do that. I will definitely not do that. And I'm thinking that during this bull market, if you have a portfolio and your bags are full, 70%, and then you leave that 20% for 70% stable coin, 20% or 30% for the asset, right? Because we're in the bull thing, right? And so you leave that 30%, maybe, I don't know, for you buy the asset and you put the stable coins to work, is what I'm thinking. It's really what I'm thinking for sure. But that's what I've been doing. I've been deploying a lot of stable coins, putting them to work and having it go to work for me to earn other crypto. And then the great thing about it is it's your crypto. You can take it to whatever platform suits you best. You can split it up between other platforms like Curve.fi. Right, Curve.fi right now is let's see, wait a minute, let's see here. You deposit DAI or USDC or USD Tether, you earn 3.49% on that, and you earn 17.5% on Polygon, because that's the program that they got, partnership that they have going on right now as well. So yeah, so get familiar with those for sure. Zoran Zox, hey, see, thanks for your videos. Have a nice day. Thank you, my friend. You do the same. Yeah, Tommy got a great deal going on with Zilliqa. They really do. I wish I didn't sell all the Zilliqa I had way back yonder. Yeah, the subscriber count, Keyless, and thank you for that. It's just been messing up really, really crazy. I don't even understand it. What's going on right now? They did send a message out about it as well. YouTube did. Yeah, appreciate you being here, R. Glover, and thank you, Keyless. I appreciate that for sure. I'm not sure what's going on with that YouTube and the sub count. Hopefully they'll get that thing fixed. Yeah, Moke, man, what's good? Yeah, channel had a strike on there for a while, bro, so I couldn't do any videos. But I'm back now, my friend. Definitely back now. So, guys, look, we're all in the position to participate in the DeFi space. Consider it. Certainly not telling you what to do, but consider it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done so on the way in yet, guys. Definitely do it on the way out. That would be awesome. Consider it. See what it looks like for you. I started on a WASwap with like $20. Then I eventually upped it to 50, total of $50, and then eventually total 100. Taking it day by day, taking it maybe even week by week, and eventually got it to $50 and $100, and then eventually went up to 500, and then went up further and further from that to test that out on WASwap, right? WASwap.finance. Yeah, pretty cool. I got 2 videos to show you how to do that, and if those aren't enough, definitely check out FOMO Mento, FOMO Mento, one word. He only has 3 videos, but they're all about how to earn some yield on your XRP. So definitely check that guy out. He does a really, really good job of putting it out. All right, guys, looks like I got to hop off here. We'll get ready to hit the road. Got to head down and visit a friend for sure. Oh, I have a lot of USDC. Oh, you do? Yeah, well, I would definitely encourage you to check out Mokeman, to check out app.avey.com and check out curve.fi and app.sushi.com. And if you don't know anything about those videos, it's a lot of videos coming out now about how to earn Matic, how to earn Polygon on Aave. It's really, really, really good. Yeah, it's just a nice way to earn some stuff, right? Yes, Keyless, yes. It's exchange. You just have to make sure that your MetaMask is set on the main, the Matic mainnet when you go to the platform. So as long as you have the Matic mainnet on your MetaMask, Keyless, it will connect, or it will tell you or ask you to connect. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.